And finally tonight, some good news. The Department of Labor has ordered Amazon to hold a new vote about unionizing their warehouse in Alabama after the government says Amazon interfered with the original vote. It's a great positive story. They get a second chance. Here's how this typically works. In a union fight, they come in and they know that they're going to break all the laws. The company knows, like Amazon knew here, they're going to break all the laws. And they know there's going to be another round of it. But that it works for them because they pick up energy while that's happening. The things this company did that first round are pathetic.
It really is. And that's a good point, too, is one, reruns are never successful. Yeah. Hardly ever. But two, Amazon's already done the damage and they don't have to pay a consequence for it. All that has to happen is a new vote. But those fears that Amazon put in the heads of those workers the first round have not gone away. Yeah. And so all of that still exists. And Amazon can say, all right, you want a new vote? We'll give you a new vote. We're not going to interfere.
Empirical data shows that second round is almost meaningless. Look, the first round, they interrogated and fired people who were speaking up about a union. They threatened widespread layoffs. Sounds like that shouldn't be permitted. They told the workers that they're going to lose their benefits if this happened, and they were going to close the facility. Every one of those things is illegal. And Amazon knew it was illegal, but they know they're trying to get to the second vote, right?
Right. And most of the reports, however, and this is a really big problem with the media, want to focus on the mailbox.
Yeah.
You and I actually had this discussion before we were on the air. The mailbox. Okay. So Amazon
reporters, even the guy that did this story, all he talked about was the friggin' mailbox. Right. You got all these violations going on.
Right. I mean, Amazon literally, like you said, sitting these workers down, closed door, interrogation setting.
Yeah.
Are you trying to push a union? What information have you given out to your fellow workers? All right, you know what? You're out of here. You're gone. So people lost their jobs for advocating for a union, which is 100% illegal.
Yeah.
And instead of getting punished for this, instead of people widely reporting on it, we get reports about a mailbox that was too close to the Amazon front door. And of course, Amazon faces no charges for employee retaliation.
It's such a mismatch. You've got all of these thugs, these labor lawyer thugs, these beat down the union thugs, these, they come from Wall Street, they come from Madison Avenue. They're specialists. They know exactly what the science is. They have mastered the science. What do you think the chances of the workers having an advantage like that are? Zero.
Right. And those lawyers, by the way, were paid $10,000 per day to work for Amazon on this. And instead of spending millions on these lawyers, you could have just taken the millions and given it to your workers paid for these great things.
Imagine being the lawyer who says, I had a really good day today.
Right.
I kept people from getting, being treated right in a workplace. I really had those are defense lawyers that choose to do that for a living. They set out. That to them is a victory. It's so upside down in their head that to them is a big victory.
I couldn't imagine sitting at the dinner table with your spouse and your kids and saying, oh, kids, it was a great day. These people don't get health care anymore because of me.
Yeah.
Enjoy your dessert.
Yeah, exactly. That's the honest truth about some of these defense lawyers, though. It's just the truth. That's all for tonight. Find us on Twitter and Facebook at facebook.com/RT America's Lawyer. You can also stream us live on YouTube, and be sure to check out RT's new portable app where you can watch all your favorite shows. I'm Mike Papantonio here with Farron Cousins, and this is America's Lawyer, where every week we tell you the stories that corporate media is ordered not to tell because their advertisers won't let them and because their political involvement just doesn't allow for it. Have a great night.